For years, people have argued about one question, which is actually cheaper, an electric car like a Tesla, or a fuel car from Toyota. And in 2026, that debate has become even bigger. Because now, owning a car is not just about buying it, it's about surviving fuel prices, insurance costs, repairs, maintenance, charging, depreciation, and rising living expenses. A lot of people assume Teslas are automatically cheaper because they don't use fuel. Others believe Toyota still wins because gas cars are more reliable and affordable long-term. But the truth is more complicated than most people think. Today we will talk about Tesla versus Toyota, electric versus fuel cars' real cost comparison. So, before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 10. Tesla costs more upfront. The first major difference between Tesla and Toyota is simple: the upfront cost. Even in 2026, Tesla vehicles still require a much bigger initial investment compared to most Toyota fuel cars. Models like the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y are more affordable than they were a few years ago. But they still cost significantly more upfront than popular Toyota vehicles like the Corolla, Camry, or RAV4. And for average buyers, that price gap matters more than people think. Because buying a car is not just about the sticker price anymore. Higher vehicle prices usually mean higher monthly payments, larger down payments, and more expensive financing. Interest rates in 2026 are still putting pressure on buyers, so even a slightly more expensive car can create a much heavier long-term financial burden. And the costs don't stop there. 9. Tesla wins on fuel costs. This is where electric vehicles become very powerful. Charging a Tesla is usually much cheaper than constantly buying gasoline for a fuel car. Especially for people who charge at home, the savings can become massive over time. Many studies in 2026 show EV owners spending far less per mile compared to gasoline drivers. Home charging is the biggest advantage because electricity costs are often far lower than fuel prices. But there's an important detail most people ignore. The savings depend heavily on where and how you charge. If you rely mostly on public fast chargers or superchargers, the savings become smaller. But if you charge at home regularly, Tesla becomes significantly cheaper to operate daily. 8. Toyota still wins for simplicity. Fuel cars remain simpler for many people. With Toyota, you don't think about charging stations, battery range, charging times, or home charger installation. You refill fuel in minutes and continue driving. That convenience still matters in 2026, especially in areas where EV infrastructure is limited. Long road trips also remain easier for many fuel car owners because gas stations are everywhere. This is one reason Toyota continues dominating global markets outside major EV-friendly cities. 7. Tesla maintenance costs are lower. One of Tesla's biggest financial advantages is maintenance. Electric vehicles have fewer moving parts than fuel cars. There are no oil changes, fewer mechanical systems, no exhaust systems, and less wear on brakes because of regenerative braking. That means Tesla owners usually spend less on routine maintenance compared to fuel car owners. Multiple ownership studies show EV maintenance costs can be dramatically lower over time. Toyota vehicles are extremely reliable, but fuel engines still require more regular servicing than electric vehicles. 6. Insurance is often higher for Tesla. This is something many buyers don't expect. Even though Teslas save money on fuel and maintenance, insurance costs are often significantly higher. Repairs for EVs can be expensive, especially when battery systems or advanced sensors are involved. Some 2026 reports show EV insurance premiums remaining much higher than comparable gasoline vehicles. So while Tesla saves money in some areas, insurance can reduce part of those savings. 5. Toyota holds value more consistently. Tesla depreciation has been a major issue over the past few years. As Tesla continues adjusting prices and releasing updated models, resale values can change quickly. Meanwhile, Toyota has built one of the strongest resale reputations in the world. Cars like the Toyota Corolla, Camry, and RAV4 often hold their value extremely well because buyers trust their long-term reliability. That resale stability gives Toyota a major long-term financial advantage for many owners. 4. Tesla becomes cheaper for high-mileage drivers. The more you drive, the more Tesla starts making financial sense. People who drive long distances daily often save huge amounts on fuel costs compared to gasoline vehicles. Over several years, those savings can offset Tesla's higher purchase price. This is why many high-mileage drivers and commuters prefer EVs. The longer and more often you drive, the more the lower energy costs start working in your favor. 3. Toyota wins in reliability confidence. Tesla technology feels modern and futuristic, but Toyota still dominates buyer trust when it comes to long-term reliability. Toyota built its reputation over decades by making vehicles that consistently last for years, with relatively low ownership stress. And in uncertain economic times, reliability becomes extremely important psychologically. Buyers want certainty. They want fewer surprises, fewer expensive repairs, and predictable ownership costs. That's why Toyota continues attracting massive numbers of practical buyers in 2026. 2. The real winner depends on your lifestyle. This is the part most people miss. There is no single winner for everyone. If you live in a city, drive often, have access to home charging, and plan to keep the car for years, Tesla can become cheaper long-term because of lower charging and maintenance costs. But if you want lower upfront costs, easier long-distance travel, simpler ownership, stable resale value, and fewer charging concerns, Toyota still makes more sense for millions of buyers. The best option depends more on lifestyle than technology itself. 1. The real battle is convenience versus long-term savings at the deepest level. The Tesla versus Toyota battle is not really electric versus fuel anymore. It's convenience versus long-term efficiency. Tesla represents lower operating costs, modern technology, and the future of transportation. Toyota represents reliability, simplicity, affordability, and trust built over decades. And that's why both companies continue winning in different ways. Tesla attracts people focused on future savings and EV technology. Toyota attracts people who want predictable ownership and financial safety. In 2026, both strategies are working. Because buyers are no longer looking for the perfect car. They are looking for the car that fits their real life best. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.